Nick Milani, Executive Director of Product Marketing here at Crestron Electronics. Excited to share with you this year's booth at ISE 2020. One of the most powerful applications we've had over the last several years is our AV over IP solution. What it allows you to do is take rich 4K 60 444 content and put it anywhere over an existing network. The existing network is critical because there's so much infrastructure that exists. So it allows us to take both the audio, the video, USB, and control, put that across the network, mix and match any display, any content, anywhere. New this year, we've added additional features. We've brought in 10 partners with displays, and we've added USB 2.0 routing as a standalone option. Greater expansion of the way that you can route signals across your enterprise. When we think about the power of DMNVX and AV over IP, we also have to consider how do you manage tens of thousands of endpoints across a large enterprise. That's where DMNVX Director comes into play. What it allows me to do is manage all the signal routing so that as I change my signals on a large display or throughout the enterprise, things dynamically change on the console. So if I want to go full screen and I want to put drone footage on the news, you'll see now all of a sudden I've got a full screen application running in the background. You'll also watch as the software updates, the signal routing will actually change in real time. This allows for your technical team that's supporting the enterprise deployment to manage the signals the same way they manage all their other IT technologies, truly taking the AV industry into the future. If DMNVX helps us get the video signal into the room, the DMPS light line allows me to distribute that video signal throughout the room. It also helps me bring in user devices to simply plug and play, connect, and have a simple controller that allows me to then change the way the room functions. This is about simplicity at a great value point for all the spaces people work in, not just the high-end ones. Now that we've got the signal in the room, a wall plate's not always the best option. In fact, oftentimes what we know is when people sit at tables, they want arm's length access to power and to data. Introducing our flip top line of beautiful flip tops for tables. You know, the beauty of this is you've got the connections you need, whether that's USB-C, Ethernet, you name it. And with our control systems at the end of a meeting, everything can be retracted automatically, providing a clean interface and a clean space for your next time, your next meeting. Speaking of controlling something as simple as a flip top, it's really at the heart and DNA of what Crestron does. Part of what we're showcasing this year as well is our ability to do virtual control. And that's to run our control software in a server, which then provides that functionality down to the room. We're showing here how you can set up different rooms virtually through a server-based application, and then within the different spaces provide that functionality through our touch panels. This really is the future of control within the AV space. Beyond audio and video distribution control, the things Crestron's really always historically been known for, we've also got a full line of UC products that are certified for Microsoft Teams and Zoom rooms. Part of what we're showcasing in this year's event is our solutions for both AV spaces, featuring simple one touch to join, which allows customers to very quickly come in, set up a meeting, and discuss. Key features that make this easy to install, like a pivot bracket that magnetically snaps into place. This is an ideal solution for huddle and small spaces. But as we start to move to larger rooms, we've got our world-class MX series devices. This is a center of the tabletop type device, which is great because it provides a 20-foot range around it that picks up both audio and great speakers. We pair that together with a Hudley IQ camera, which allows us to both join a meeting on a one-touch to join, or we can also uniquely connect via soft client on your laptop by taking over the USB camera and the speakers. It provides great audio and more choice for customers to both have a native one-touch to join experience as well as a flexible BYOD solution. Beyond these two solutions, we offer phones, we offer integration kits, and we've recently announced a new partnership with Logitech to provide more options and more spaces. Unified Communications is just one of the many platforms Crestron has for the modern workplace. Beyond UC, which we know has a relatively small footprint in today's office, a lot of folks are very interested in wireless presentation. That's where our Air Media product comes into place. This device works with the infrastructure you've got, providing your employees access to wireless content so they can present to any display in the workplace. We offer unique functionality like working with your existing infrastructure, but also the ability to upgrade to Mirrorcast, providing your guests with an option. We're also showing this solution not only streaming data to the display, but the ability to integrate something like Airboard, which allows you to capture your whiteboard content live in the room and share it with remote colleagues. Wireless presentation, whiteboard capture, it's all about sharing content with each other, no matter where you're sitting in the room. So we spent a lot of time talking about what's the technology in the room, but one of the difficulties of the modern workplace is finding the right space to get your job done. That's where Crestron room scheduling comes into play. We have an entire line of hardware designed to meet all the needs of any organization, whether a 5-inch, 7-inch, or 10-inch panel. And together we pair that with different signs and indicators that help you see which room you're supposed to go to. Now each one of these panels natively works out of the box with Gmail, Exchange, O365, the most popular software providers. But also unique to Crestron is the ability to natively run third-party applications, giving your organization the freedom to evolve their software over time without additional penalty or cost. As you look down the wall, you start to see that this allows us to provide 20 different applications from 20 different partners, mixing and matching best-in-class hardware, all with a corporate warranty designed to survive 24/7 operation for 5 years. So as we think about scheduling, we have to move beyond just the outside of room experience. And working with our partner AppSpace, what we've created is also a new signage player. Now this new signage player can be used to create experiences like kiosking. So when you come out of an elevator, you can pick a room that's available and it'll tie to the scheduling panels outside the room. It also is a full video player, integrating with our XIO Cloud Management System, providing video walls and full signage capabilities, all with an easy to deploy, simple to use package. We've talked about a lot of technologies as we've walked through the Crestron booth today. One of the most important aspects of this is not just the functionality you can create, but how do people manage and support this technology over time in the workplace? That's where XIO Cloud, our provisioning and management tool, comes into play. It's a cloud-based tool that won us the IoT Partner of the Year with Microsoft in 2018. Not only can you provision and monitor, but you can do new features like remotely control your panels, your controls remotely. So let's take an example of what that looks like. If someone was to call and say they couldn't book a room, I could physically come into the tool, go ahead and click through the process and book it for them. And what you'll notice behind me in real time is that the panel itself is actually updating to reflect what the technician sees at their terminal. In real time, I'm supporting the devices and providing control of the space, a critical function in today's workplace to ensure that employees focus on getting their work done, not on making the technology work.